Hi guys, welcome back to La Lucha is Real podcast. I am your host Edith.
And I'm Angel.
And we had like 5 shots right now.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Well, how many?
5 altogether because I had 4. And you had 1.
Me siento como si me hubiera tomado 5. La verdad.
I just had to take some, you know? Sometimes it'd be one of those days.
Yeah, we just needed that little pick me up. But we've been doing really good. We haven't been drinking while we're like actually filming.
Yeah, that is good.
I just saved myself
$150.
Okay. All right, guys. ¿Quieres decir lo que vamos a hacer ahora, Ángel?
Okay, so because we've been having so many new friends following us, and we wanted to do another Q&A just so that you guys can ask us whatever it is that you want anonymously, because some people feel more comfortably asking anonymously.
Si yo quiero saber el chisme, no quiero que sepa que soy yo, pero lo quiero saber.
So we wanted to do another Q&A so you guys can get to know us a little bit better. Although I feel like we've kind of really put everything out on the table for you guys. Last episode, really.
Like, you can tell, we wear our, what is it called?
Heart on our sleeve.
Yeah.
We were, honestly, I was just... Something that you guys don't know is that I actually didn't want to put that episode up.
Oh my god, yes.
I was having so many doubts because I was like, God, I feel so naked. Like, in a sense of like, I was just so vulnerable. And I was like, I don't know if I want to put that up.
And honestly, like, I would respect the decision if you ultimately said, like, no, I'm not going to put this up. Like, yeah. I don't want to. Because, I mean, there's been episodes where I've been like, about, you know? Mm-hmm. But I told Angel, I was like, I just wanted to let you know that somebody out there has to hear this. And it's up to you if you want to put it up.
Yeah.
Like, it's completely up to
At the end of the day, I feel like what really, I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm like, whatever, we recorded it already. I mean, besides not wanting to record again.
That too.
I was kind of like, you know what? Like, it's already been recorded, and like, I believe that everything happens for a reason. We had that conversation for a reason, and maybe it needed to reach someone. Yeah. You know, maybe someone really needed to hear that conversation, and I'm hoping that, like, if you needed to hear it, I'm hoping it helped. I think there was one friend who actually reached out to us and let us know that it was exactly what they needed to hear. So I'm hoping that there's more people out there that did too. And really, I think I decided to put it out there. It was more for you guys, because at the end of the day, like, when I started this conversation, when we started this podcast, that was one of the things that we talked about when we started this podcast. And I straight up told everybody, go back to one of the first episodes where I said I wanted to start this podcast because I wanted to wear my heart on my sleeve more and be a little bit more vulnerable. And I don't know, I feel like I have a story to tell. And I feel like that's why we created this platform for us too. Like, we both have something to say.
Yeah, I love that. Yes, I completely agree. So there's gonna be a lot more episodes cuando vamos a estar bien chillando, like, otra vez.
I know. Part of me was like, girl, I was like,
so
was I
much.
ugly crying?
Me too, bro. I was like, first of all, I wasn't even saying anything. Yo me estaba llorando, bro. Like, todo el episodio, la gente nomás me oyó llorar.
Dude, crying recording it, crying editing, crying.
Oh my God, that was the worst, bro. Like, because, yeah, like, I think that ese week, like, we had, our schedules weren't matching, right? Yeah. So I had to edit, right? And send you the things. And I was sobbing, crying, just, like, rewatching this. I had to rewatch it too, because when I edit, I rewatch it, cut the things, right? And finally, like, they do a final watch. Mm-hmm. And again, I end up pinche llorando. Like, and then again, after I put it up on YouTube, we uploaded, I ando llorando otra vez.
Yeah, so Edith watches it on YouTube, and I listen to it on Spotify, and that's how we kind of make sure that everything is good.
Or we try
to make sure that everything was good when it uploaded. Yeah. So I was like at work at 8 a.m, listening to this, crying, like, half of it I was listening to, like, because it goes live at 7, so half of it I was like driving to work, and I'm like crying in my car, and I'm like, girl, I'm like reliving my trauma over here, and so I'm crying listening to this, and people are probably like looking at me crying in the car, like, what's going on over here?
She good.
And then I was at work, and at one point I started like, I couldn't contain it. So I was like at work, working, crying, listening to this.
Yeah, girl, I was watching it at work too, just crying. Entonces estaba el video llorando, yo llorando, and just, it was not good.
And I was like, damn. I was like, that's how we got the Monday morning started for all of our friends.
I know, and a lot of them, like, reached out, saying, like, fuck, that was an intense episode. We warned you. Didn't we upload?
We uploaded on Instagram. So if you don't follow us on Instagram...
What are you doing?
Yeah. Go follow us.
Get it together.
Yeah, go follow us on Instagram because, like, we'll give you guys a warning or we'll give you guys a little sneak peek so you get a preview of what the episode is going to be like. Or, like, for example, for this episode, when we're going to do another Q&A, we actually posted that on Instagram. Yes. So if you guys have any questions or you guys want to interact with us, go follow us on Instagram at La Lucha Israel Podcast. And that's where we do all our interaction with you guys, and that's where we posted the Q&A so you guys could ask us whatever it is you want to ask us.
We noticed that I think we've been getting a lot of new amigos, a lot of new people in our community, and it was time to do another Q&A because I feel like the last Q&A we had half the followers, like
we had half amount
of subscribers of amigos on here, so we've grown a lot. And I was like, you know what? Let's do another Q&A. Like, a ver, ¿qué la gente que quiere saber? ¿Qué quiere chismear?
For real. So we don't know. First of all, we don't know what these questions are because we didn't open them.
We think it's fun not knowing and just getting our blind reaction. So if you watch this on YouTube, you literally get our fucking faces being like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you get our facial expressions. Yeah. If you're listening to this, you're going to get a genuine reaction out of us. Because, we don't know what these questions say. So we're kind of excited. And it might... So... We got quite a few questions, right?
Oh, Dios mío. Yeah, that's the thing about it. Yeah.
I know. I was kind of like, damn. We got quite a few questions. So, if we have any left over, we probably might just do a part 2 for our first Friday episode,
Take it to our first Friday episode. Yeah. So in case you don't hear, like, the question that you asked in this episode, tune into the next episode.
Yeah, tune into the first Friday episode because it'll probably continue.
Yeah. Okay, con eso, ¿le empezamos?
Yeah, let's get started.
Fuck.
All right.
Okay.
All right. You want to start?
Yeah. Do you have kids?
No.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
That must have been a person who hasn't listened to our other episode because we kind of go deep. We kind of...
Fuck the kids. I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
And she's like low-key like, no. No, we don't have any kids. I have a dog though. I'm a dog mom.
Yeah, I don't have anything.
Kind of. I'm like a part-time dog mom.
Yes, you're very part-time.
Because he lives with my mom.
You're part-time.
Yeah, no, my mom lo tiene bien consentido.
Por eso, ya no lo puedes traer acá porque no le da la comida como tu mamá. No. Tú no se la das así. Toda nice.
So, you guys, my mom has my dog so fucking spoiled. So spoiled so much that, like, cuando le da sus croquetas, like, not only does he get his kibble, but she'll, like, cose, like, how do you say coser in English? Coser. Like cuando coces pollo.
¿Cueces el pollo? ¿Cosas? No chingues.
Ni en inglés ni en español.
You can't put me on the spot like that.
Whatever. Bro. She makes chicken for him. She makes chicken for him and veggies. Chicken and veggies. Come mejor que yo. Like, let's put it that way.
So that's why...
Yeah, and she'll put it in his bowl and mix it up for him and then gives him like little love before
he eats. Imagínense tener que venir a la casa de Ángel que nomás le dé puro kibble, like all dry and shit, like.
Yeah, and like one time we did bring him over here and he like, we put kibble in there, he looked at us like,
that's it?
Yeah, he's like, the fuck? He's like, you missing a little something in there.
Treat me like bad here. Okay, do you want to go on to the next one?
All right, next question. ¿Qué es esto? ¿Por qué siempre me salen las mamadas? ¿Qué es esto? Edith, why are you single?
Oh.
Who's that? Oh.
I guess because I want to. No, I just want to. I don't know what to answer that with. I just want to be single for right now. I mean, si viene el indicado, no le digo que no, pero por ahorita aquí esperamos bien a gusto. Angel, have you ever not liked one of Edith's boyfriends?
Oh, Lord.
Diles el tea.
Lord. It was kept to myself.
Yeah.
It was kept to myself because I'm a very, you know this, I can read energy, I can read vibe, and I just know when someone is not for Edith. Like, I can just tell. I'm like, they're not for her. Pero también, like, when somebody is in love, or when somebody is like really into somebody, like, no les puedes decir otherwise. Like, you can't tell them otherwise. No. Because luego te van a dar pero every pero y whatever, like.
Not me giving you every pero es que no.
So, like, yeah, there was a couple.
Couple?
Yeah.
A couple?
Yeah, a couple. One more recently.
Damn. But
so and the second one was for a totally different reason. But yeah. Yo acá bien diciéndole muy like feliz.
But yeah, I think that's one thing, like, I don't think you ever told me straight out, like, you know, but that's because you gotta be careful with that, especially, like, I think when it comes to that subject. For example, one of them, the one that I know that you for sure didn't like, I was like, so, like, rose colored glasses. So if you told me that, I would have been offended.
She would have chose his side.
Yeah. Let's put it that way, unfortunately. Estaba bien ciega por el amor.
Pero yo también le picaba. I would ask you questions, like...
Oh my God. Edith, y ahí andaba yo haciendo pretextos.
Giving me every pero y what.
Yeah, con esta no se puede ganar.
Yeah.
Está muy enamorada.
Okay, next question. How did you guys meet?
Okay.
So we met in high school.
Yes.
It was sophomore year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was about to put my hand like this, but then it said, it looked like I was like making a move.
Yeah.
Sophomore year.
I think it was just
what
like
class.
I don't remember. I honestly don't remember the moment we met.
No.
We
didn't talk freshman year. I know that.
No, we
You're
didn't.
part of a different crew, and I was too.
And then I don't even know how we got in the same.
I have no idea.
I don't even know.
I just know we clicked. So.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember we clicked, but I don't remember exactly what class it was or how or... No, I might have been friends with somebody else, and then I kind of like joined you guys for lunch one time, or... I need to say.
And then we clicked.
And then
we were like...
Yeah, because
we were all the fucking time.
Yeah, we were part of like the same like crew in high school, because how many of us were there? Like
Little Mexico?
Yeah, we were Little Mexico. There was 13 of us. 13, right?
I think 12. So. It was fucking
I know it was an odd number for sure. I think it was 11 or 13.
Yeah, because we weren't pairs.
Yeah.
Like, no, we weren't evens.
Yeah, we weren't evens. So, I don't know. But out of the whole crew, I feel like me and Edith clicked the most.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was sophomore year. That was, goddamn, that was back in, like, 2012?
2000. Wow, you didn't tell me happy 10th anniversary.
You didn't tell me. Yo te estaba esperando a ti.
I fucking can't. Damn, 11 years. Fuck. I mean, 11 years, right?
Yeah, I think.
Damn. Okay. For Angel, do you ever regret getting into a long-term relationship so young?
Fuck no.
She knows how bad it is for me out in the streets. No, she does not.
Fuck no.
I think it's no, I wouldn't say hard or tough. It's definitely a whole different ballpark, getting into a relationship so young and being so long term. But guys, if you guys knew Angel and Val, like, they're like, it's crazy because they're like married and everything, but literally they're each other's best friends. So when you hang out with them, it's like when I hang out with them, at least. I don't know.
You get third wheels all the time. What?
I always third wheel.
Do you ever feel like a third wheel?
No, that's the thing about it. I never feel like a third wheel because I generally feel like I'm your friend and then I'm his friend and then we're all friends and then we're all here like just fucking acá diciendo mamadas.
Goofballs and like, yeah, no, he's literally my best friend. And like, it's never been, it was never a perfect relationship. I don't think any relationship is ever fucking perfect. Yeah. But it's not a perfect relationship. You know, we have our ups and downs, but like, I can like wholeheartedly say that I do not regret getting into a long-term relationship so young. Like, I genuinely think he's my soulmate. I genuinely think like he's my best friend, and it's like so much love between us. And it's like, yes, things have gotten ugly in the past, or like, you know, we have disagreements and stuff, but like, honestly, like, I genuinely feel like I found my person.
Yeah, I think so too.
And it's like,
I would have told you if I didn't like him.
What?
I said I would have told you if I didn't like him.
Like, we're so inseparable. It's like crazy.
Yeah.
And like, and honestly, we've grown so much. I feel like individually and as a couple, we've grown so much, and like we've gone through our toxic phase, and like now I feel like we're in a healthy space. Yes. You know. So I never regret it.
Yeah, I don't regret her getting a relationship either. So young, because I got 2 friends now. Oh, another one. How did y'all meet? But we kind of
we already
said that. Dun dun dun. If you were to die tomorrow, what would be your last meal?
My last meal. Fuck, esa no me la sé porque siempre que me voy a poner a dieta me pongo like, what's gonna be my last meal? Damn. And then I'd be like,
pero la dieta es diferente. This is like, you're gonna die. What's your last meal?
Girl, I think I would get a few things.
Yeah, me too. Okay, first of all,
do we get like a whole day? Because tenemos que empezar
your last meal. Your last meal. Like one fucking meal, Angel.
No sé. Probably chicken wings.
¿Chicken wings?
Yeah, probably chicken wings.
Yo de seguro, ¿sabes lo que haría? Se me hace que... Es que allá donde soy en México, hacemos una cosa que se llama matanzas, which is... Peta, don't get me for this, but basically the whole like pueblito gets together and they kill like, you know, a cow or a pig, and everybody kind of like makes food from there and everything right then and there, right? So I think that would be probably my last meal, like
whatever.
Una matanza de una vaca, and all my like tias and my mom making all this food, and I just get a little bit of everything, and then I'm happy.
Like, okay.
Ya echándome las carnitas.
I mean, okay, for my favorite food is, I love chicken wings.
You do.
But if we're talking about an experience, I feel like one that I close. No puedo hablar. One that ya el tequila está hablando. One meal that I hold very close to my heart, and it's like very special to me, is Thanksgiving. And not because like, oh, we sit around a turkey like with the whole family for dinner. No, like for me, Thanksgiving is special to me because me, my mom, and my sister created a tradition where we celebrate Thanksgiving, like we have a Thanksgiving brunch.
Yeah.
And because for a long ass time, since I was little, my mom always worked on Thanksgiving. Y era uno de esos like holidays where she was like, nah, I get paid double. Like,
I ain't missing.
We ain't missing that.
We just moving the dinner up.
Yeah, so we would have a brunch, and in order for us to have like Thanksgiving, so basically we have like a Thanksgiving dinner, but like in like noon, like around noon, and we just like it's like a actual Thanksgiving dinner, but just like at noon. Oh, basically, and it's so special to me because we've held this tradition. Like even now, like my mom could take the day off if she wanted to, because like she doesn't have to fucking work it anymore, you know.
But
because
it's already a tradition.
It's a tradition. So like even hasta la fecha, like we still celebrate Thanksgiving brunch, and it's just so meaningful to me because like, we kind of took, like, we could have all together just been like, sorry, like, we can't celebrate Thanksgiving dinner, you know? But no, we were like, we're gonna fucking make it work. Yeah. And there was even a time when my sister was working a lot, too, and she was working, like, her job at the time where she couldn't really take time off either. Like, so it just worked out, and we always did Thanksgiving brunch. And so that meal is so meaningful to me.
I love that. Damn, we were...
Hey, why do we try to get
Yo
deep?
Con una matanza without my rancho close to me, and then you with your Thanksgiving and family.
You, like, inspired me. Yo empecé con los chicken wings.
I inspired you.
A ver. Next question. Okay.
No, why are you laughing?
Because this is funny. It says, no quiero que lloren. Oye,
no.
Si
tienes que decir eso, voy a llorar. Voy a llorar. Échame otro shot.
No quiero que lloren, pero what do you think has been the hardest thing you've had to do? Damn, I needed to be prepared for this one.
Damn, I know that one would have been a good one to like know beforehand, so I could recollect my thoughts. Yeah. I have a lot of hard shit.
Do you want to come back to this one? Should we come back to this one if we want to like get like to think about it and dwell on it?
Do you have something off the top of the head?
No, I gotta really think about it.
Okay.
What's the hardest thing you've had to do? I really gotta think about this one. And I don't want to give a
half-ass answer.
Yeah, I don't want to give my friend a half-ass answer because you guys deserve more. And I really want to think about this one. So I'm not gonna answer it quite yet. I'm gonna screenshot it.
Yeah.
We'll come back to that. ¿Qué pasó, vergas?
Ahí está. Vergas. Okay. All right. Okay. What has been both of your all-time favorite jobs? And what has been the highlight of your life? Oh, no, pues ustedes nomás... Yo quiero reírme y ustedes... You guys are making me go into my memory bank over here. Estoy como como tú dijiste el episodio de SpongeBob where the little things are just running.
You're running through the files or whatever.
Yes, that's me right now.
The filing cabinets.
That's me right now.
I know. Hey, so it's not just us. Our friends want us to get deep too.
I guess so.
Okay. What was the question again? Start with the first one.
Let's do the first one. What has been both of your all-time favorite jobs?
All-time favorite.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I've ever liked a job that it's like, oh my god.
All-time.
My favorite
job.
I used to love when I used to work at Ulta. Mm-hmm. Mostly because of the discount. And Sephora too.
That was your favorite job because of the discount?
Just because of the discount. Other than that, fuck everything else.
Girl,
I left each job for a fucking reason.
So, Ulta wasn't that bad when I worked there too. The only thing that sucked was I had to...
Oh shit, you worked at Ulta too?
Yeah.
I forgot.
I had to wake up at like 4 a.m. Yeah.
I fucking forgot.
I was that person that had to stock the shelves at like 4 a.m. I
was your lead cashier. I was like, do.
Yeah. No, but I was always out of there before I think the cashiers came in. There was one time that we hella fell behind, and I guess I was one of the better dressed people, so they kept me there like stocking while customers were coming in, and I was like, and then someone asked me a question, and I was like, no sé.
el caro.
No sé. Okay. What was the question again?
Your all-time favorite job.
My all-time favorite job. Okay. All-time favorite job, and okay, the reason why I'm picking this particular job...
It better be a fucking good one.
The reason why I'm picking this particular job was because we got to fuck around a lot, and it was like, we got paid pretty good. It was when we were ambassadors for Lyft.
Oh my god.
Do you remember?
Yes. I fucking forgot about that job. Oh my god.
It wasn't very, we didn't have that job for very long.
No, it was like a couple months. Well, for me.
Yeah.
That we worked together.
Yeah, we worked together.
It was me, Angel, Val, and then my ex-boyfriend.
And my sister.
Oh yeah, and your sister.
My sister, dude. And
oh my god.
We used to fuck around so much. And I think even one of the events that we worked, mind you, I was like a college kid during this time. Yeah. I was like 18 or 19, algo así. And I got paid $25 an hour to work at Life is Beautiful and talk to people. And just hand them out like little mustaches. Yeah. And I was having so much fucking fun. I just remember.
I forgot that.
And then like other events that we did, we just got to like fuck around and like give people like little cards with the discount code on it. Yeah, and we just had fun. Like and then sometimes we'd be like chilling and we still got paid.
Yeah, I fucking love
that one. I gotta say that one was like fun.
Yeah, that one was fun. Yeah, but I don't have like an all-time favorite still.
Yeah.
The other question was, what has been the highlight of your life? Oh damn!
God damn! How do you go from like your all-time favorite job to like the highlight?
Like, it's a job.
I gotta pick like a one, like, particular moment of my life. The highlight of my life.
Maybe when you get married? I thought that was a highlight.
The highlight?
A highlight. A highlight. Not the high. Like, what's the highlight? I have a lot of highlights in my life.
I know. I have a lot of highlights. Like, here's the thing. Yes, my wedding day was... Here's the thing. My wedding day was a very special day to me, but the wedding day is one day. Marriage is your whole life. Yeah. At least for me and Val, it's going to be our whole life. So, like, I don't know. People get so... And I can go down this rabbit hole of, like people get so wrapped up in, like, the wedding day. And, like, everything has to be perfect. Everything has to be this. Everything... You know, like, they get so wrapped up in the one day. And for me personally... I chose not to because to me the wedding day was a day. It was one day, and I think to me like marriage was the rest of our lives. So to me that's why like my wedding day is a special day.
But it's not like an ultimate highlight.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's an ultimate highlight.
So what's an ultimate highlight?
Vergas, no sé.
Okay, I'll say one. I don't think this is like. I feel like my life has had a lot of highlights, but probably the first this is gonna sound like I'm gonna go deep.
Go for it.
You know how I got out of a long-term relationship. It was the first time that I was, because there was a like I was going through some shit like months after months, right? And I was genuinely not happy, and I felt myself not happy and not you know. I was working on myself and whatever, and it was this moment when I was driving to work and I was singing this song at the top of my lungs, and I was just laughing just by myself, right? And I was like, and I stopped and I was like, oh shit, like I'm good.
Like it was the moment you realized that you're gonna be okay. Yeah. Oh my God, I love that for you.
That was one.
What was the song?
Oh no, but eso sí no me acuerdo yo.
You just remember the feeling.
Yeah, I remember the feeling really good.
I love that for you.
Also, another highlight, pues ahí les va, por dos.
Answer for me because I...
Was the first time, last year actually, that I took my first solo trip.
Yeah?
That was like, shit, I could fucking do this shit. Yep.
What was your first solo trip?
It was to San Francisco. Okay. Because I knew the city really well.
Yeah.
Not really well, but like pretty good. That I was like, I felt comfortable going by myself. So. But I was still scared.
Was there like a particular moment where you were like...
When I was eating dinner by myself.
That you were like...
I went to like a nice ass like restaurant.
Yeah.
And I never in a million years would I think that I would be like, you know, like... I've been, you know, cuando sales a comer y whatever, like, you know, fast food or lo que sea, ¿verdad? Pero like a nice ass restaurant. Oh, bro. Walked in that bitch. Ate dinner by myself. Well, there was a whole bunch of couples just like... on dates and anniversaries and everything. And it was just me.
I feel like it's very important to be okay and love, like, be okay in your singleness.
Yeah.
I feel like it's very important to be okay with your singleness. And, like, not just, like, because... Like, singleness as in, like, I guess, like, just be okay with you and your solitude.
Yeah.
Because, like, even being in a long-term relationship myself, like, I've taken myself to the movies. Yeah. Like, I've taken myself out, like, on a lunch date, you know? And not just, like, and I don't mean, like, oh, just a drive-through and I'm eating in my car. No, like, I've walked into a restaurant, sat down, and ate, like, a meal by myself. Like, I felt like I was in the movie because I was, like, reading my book.
Yes.
And just, like, eating lunch, like, in the corner booth by myself, and it was just like this. It's like this moment of like you're okay in your solitude. Like some people avoid being by themselves because they're scared. They don't want to overthink, or they don't want to like start thinking about all the bad shit. But it's like the avoidance of thinking about all the shit is what's keeping you from becoming your best self.
Pin that, Edith, future Edith. You're editing this. Clip that. Sorry, guys. But that's so true. Like, I feel like you have to ultimately love being in your own presence and to, like, genuinely love yourself, you know? Like, how are you can't fully love yourself unless you're okay being alone and you're zen.
Exactly. Yeah, so I recommend, even if you are in a relationship, take yourself out on a date. Just you, like yourself. Take yourself out on a date.
It's scary at first. I'm not gonna.
It's weird. Yeah, it was weird.
But I don't. Honestly, now I really don't give a fuck.
Yeah, like for me, like when I went to the movies, it was the drive-in movies. Yeah. So I was in my car. It was a little more comfortable, like versus going to like an open theater with everybody. Yeah. So like it was my first time taking myself out on a date, but I went to the drive-in theater and it was in my car, but I was just there eating my popcorn, and I think I was watching like one of the Cars movie. So it was like a cartoon movie. Pero yo bien contenta, like me and myself and my singleness of like, you know, it's like, just like
you're okay.
You're okay.
Like you're good.
Yeah. Even though I was very well in a relationship during this time.
I feel like you need to, like, you know.
Yeah.
Because it's like, at the end of the day, you're your own individual person.
Exactly.
So you have to love yourself as an individual, not just yourself in a relationship.
Exactly. 100% agree.
Next question.
Next question. Edith. This one's for you.
Let's see.
Okay. Edith, would you go to the courthouse, then to the little white chapel with me if I gave you a ring pop?
Who the fuck?
Who is this? Who said this?
Angel, what do you think I would... A ring pop.
You would say fuck no. I think you would just leave them on red.
Yes.
Or you would just be like,
okay. That's funny though. Yeah,
that's funny. Actually, you guys want to know a story?
Go.
So, the first time, I'm talking about the very first time that Val ever proposed to me
was at the ring
pop? At the ring pop.
Oh.
We were in high school.
Oh, you guys were in high school. That's acceptable.
Like,
bro, if a guy proposes to me with the ring pop right now, I'll be like,
you're like,
you better
where's the camera?
Yes, exactly. I'm like, you better get yourself up from that one knee.
Yeah. I still remember we were only dating for a couple months. Aww. And he bought me a ring pop, and I remember do you remember the construction hall?
Yeah.
Kind of like that corner.
Did he get on one knee?
He did. Okay. He got down on one knee and he gave me the ring pop.
Damn.
He gave me the ring
pop. That's so cute, but like cursi at the same time.
I know.
I'm like,
but we've always, I feel like it's us.
Yeah. You guys are so cute. But yeah, that was your answer, no. Sorry, not sorry. Well, you guys have guests at one point.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So this is actually something we were just talking about.
Literally, like, before we started filming.
Yeah. So we do plan on having guests on the podcast. We're just getting our shit together. Right
guys, if you guys only knew, like, the setup, you guys would laugh. So I feel like we do have to get our shit together before we start bringing, like, guests. Maybe we'll have, like, guests that are, like, family first or something if we're gonna continue having the setup, because that way I don't have no shame in my game.
Yeah.
But así más, like, other guests that are not, like, you know, like, I don't know,
like maybe guests that we don't know personally.
Yeah.
Yes, we will at some point. We, like I said, we just got to get our shit together.
Yeah.
First of all, we got to fix our setup.
Our mics sometimes don't work, sometimes they do. Like, we need to get on top of that shit.
Yeah, but you know what, slowly but surely, like,
poco poquito.
Yeah, so I'm actually excited for guests. There's certain people that I'm already like,
yes, me too.
We have people on our mind of like, yeah, we want you. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Next question. Vergas, ya nos pasamos. We gotta
take a break?
Yeah, we gotta take a break.
Are you sure you don't want to tell me the question?
No.
Oh,
it's okay.
Well,
let's take a quick break.
All right. We are
back. All right, guys, we're going to jump right into it because we do have hella questions.
I know.
Yeah, we have hella questions. Okay. Question. If your best friend was cheating on their partner, would you tell their partner?
Wait. Wait. I read it wrong. I understood.
You didn't even read it.
Fucking tequila.
Hey, this bitch was like, yes.
I thought it meant like because I answered before you even finished.
Yeah, this ain't no Family Feud.
So, are you saying like Val?
If your best friend was cheating on their partner, would you tell the? Okay, so if I was cheating on Val, would you tell Val?
I'm sorry. No. I'm sorry, Val.
You're like, Val.
I'll fucking guilt trip the fuck out of Angel. I'll be like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? Like, get your shit together. But I don't think it's my place in that point, because Val's like, even at the end of the day, Angel's my best friend. And Val, like, we're friends, but Angel's my best friend. So it's like, I got her back.
Like, I'm taking that to my grave.
Yeah. There's shit that I will take. Yep, exactly. Now, if it was the other way around, like, let's say I'm walking and I fucking see Val with another bitch. Oh, that bitch better run because I'm going for her. Now, that's different. That's different. I'll be like, Angel, I'm this. Come over. Like, now. But if Angel was... Yeah, no. I'm sorry, Val. I'm sorry. We're really good friends, but I'm sorry.
Yeah, honestly, you don't even have a boyfriend, but if you did, I wouldn't tell them. I just feel like if it was like a consistent thing, I feel like I'd talk to you about it. I'd be like, do you even really want to be with this person? Because it kind of doesn't seem like you do.
I'm like the person that, bro, if you want to cheat in a relationship, just get the fuck out of that relationship. Yeah. It's that easy. Fucking easy. Like, people make it so hard. And it's not. It's really not. It's basically just breaking up with that person and not putting them through that humiliation of you fucking going through their back and fucking sleeping.
I think it's different too, though, when they have kids. When kids are involved, I think I do. Okay, here. When
kids are involved, it's tricky.
Yeah, but I do think people can make mistakes. I do think people can make mistakes, but if it's an ongoing issue, like if a person cheats like one time, I do think people can make mistakes. I don't think people are perfect.
Okay. Yeah.
And just I've said it in one of my other episodes too. In one of the other episodes too. It's like I feel like people can cheat when you still love somebody, just like you can sin and still love God, right?
Yeah.
Like people can make mistakes, but it's just like if it's an ongoing thing,
then you're
yeah, like that's different. Bro. Like if it's there's a deeply rooted issue there.
But I feel like when there's kids on the line, it's like other lives, you know, you're impacting, not just your own. But bro, if you don't have no kids, I'm sorry, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like,
ahí sí ya se cambia la...
Yeah. Like, no.
El asunto ahí sí cambia.
Get your shit together. Okay. What's the best advice you've received? I've received a lot of advice. I've a lot of really good advice. I think I've talked about it before too.
What's the best advice you've gotten? Has anything like stood out to you where you kind of always kept like kind of in the forefront?
And this is gonna sound like really, because this is when I was going through like really intense therapy and shit like that. And I'm like, why am I attracting these kind of people and shit like that? And I remember my therapist told me something about you gotta stop settling. You gotta stop settling. Like know your fucking worth. Acknowledge how much your value is and stop settling for less. Like, I'm not gonna settle for somebody that doesn't, and I said it before, I'm not gonna settle for somebody that doesn't give me like what I give myself or more, because anything less is a downgrade.
Yeah,
you get me? So like, I think
that was the best advice you got.
Not the best, but some of the, and I follow that through relationships, through works, through jobs, through whatever it is. I kind of take that with me. It's like, I know my value, I know my worth, and I'm not gonna settle for less. That's
really great advice to keep in the forefront with any kind of decisions you make too. Like, if something's not gonna benefit you, like. And serve you in any positive way, like, why are you gonna put yourself in that position in the first place? And that applies not to just relationships, but like I said, jobs and friendships. Like, if you're in a friendship where it doesn't benefit you, and I'm not saying like be friends with somebody where you're gonna benefit, like, you know, it sounds weird, harsh,
but at the same time, if you're okay and you're completely happy as your own person, and whoever you're bringing, it could be a friendship or a relationship, whatever you're bringing into your life, if they're not making you like equally as happy or more happier, then what's the benefit?
Exactly.
What is like truly what's the benefit? If that person is like, for example, friendship, if that person is being very toxic and you find yourself being more negative, what is the benefit of having that person in your life at the end of the day?
Yeah, like if they're bringing you down, and like let's say you're with a friend or relationship or whatever, and then you get home and you kind of have to like release that breath of like it's because like you were holding in your breath while you were with that person. It's like it didn't do you any good. Like you felt like maybe you had to tiptoe around them. You had to hold yourself back. Like, I don't know. I've been a part of those friendships where you kind of have to hold yourself back and you didn't benefit because that person was toxic or whatever. And those are the people that you just, like, you gotta let go.
Yeah, at the end of the day, we're fucking grown as people. Like, just, you just gotta, like, grow some, honestly, and just fucking cut that shit out. Life is too fucking short to fucking die the next day and be surrounded by all this toxicity. Like, you're literally in charge. Like, nobody else is in charge of the friendships and relationships that you have but yourself.
And that applies to jobs too. Yeah. Like, if you're going to a job where it doesn't serve you in any kind of fucking way, it's like, you gotta find something else, bro.
Yeah, you gotta, like, and, like, stop making up excuses and keep on fucking, like, looking for something
because even
else.
like even with us, like, I feel like both of us have removed ourselves from certain jobs because we were like, even if it was well paying, we're like, it doesn't serve me in any kind of fucking way, so I'm gonna just remove myself for my mental health and for myself. I'm just gonna remove myself from that and cut it off.
I don't know. I just think about it like every day. Like, you know, what if this is my last day? Is this really how I want to live? Like,
yeah,
I don't know.
That's really good advice.
Easy.
I feel like the best advice that I probably got, and I still remember. So the best advice I want to say that I've ever got in my life, I've gotten a lot of great advice.
So this is like the ultimate best.
The ultimate best advice I ever got that led to the best part of my life, I want to say, is the advice that I got from my sister.
Oh, let's see. Iris, the wise woman.
Iris is probably like, me?
Like, really? Me? Yes.
And so I got this advice when I was 16 years old from my sister. And I remember I was talking to her about this guy I was dating. My husband now. And I remember because I had gone through like a very toxic relationship prior to that. And so I was kind of like in that stage of like, I'm gonna do me, ain't nobody gonna tie me down. Like, I was in that stage, right? And I remember because like when I broke up with the prior ex, like I was kind of like, I don't want to be in a relationship because de aquello. And then I met Val. And we started dating, and I remember like I started really feeling him like right off the bat. Like, me and Val just kind of like clicked.
They're like shit.
Like we just kind of clicked, like,
I love, like,
on another level.
I love when you meet people and it's just like that.
Yeah, and so me and Val just clicked on another level, and I was really feeling him, but I was, you know, in my stage of like, I'm gonna do me, nobody gonna tie me down. And my sister, I remember, was talking to her about this, and she straight up told me, and my sister probably, if you ask her, she probably don't remember this, but I do, and it was because of her that I actually pursued my relationship with Val. So I was just telling her, like, I don't know if I'm willing to go through the heartbreak again, and like all the shit that I was going through with my ex. And my sister, her advice was, well, you're never gonna know if you don't give it a chance. And I feel like that advice can be applied to anything in fucking life. Like, if, like, you never know unless you give it a chance.
That's true.
Because people are like, I want to do this, I want to do that, but, y te dan cada pero, but, y whatever.
Yeah.
And you're just kind of like, again, like, you might be afraid to pursue a project or something. You might be afraid to pursue a relationship, a friendship, a new job, or whatever. But it's like, you might be afraid and you might have all these feelings about it because of the past. But it's like, well, you never know how it's going to go unless you don't give it a chance.
Yeah. I like that.
So that, for me, that was the best advice I feel like I ever got. And because of that advice, like, it really stuck with me. And that's when I was like, that's true. Like, ¿cómo voy a saber? Like, how do I know if I'm going to go through another heartbreak? Or how do I know if I'm going to go through all that, like, toxicity that I went through with my ex? Like, how do I know unless I give it a chance? You know? Like, I can't let a prior experience dictate my whole future. And so that's when, and like, imagine my sister wouldn't have given me that advice and I decided not to give Val,
we probably wouldn't be sitting here.
We wouldn't be sitting in this room right now, because the trajectory of my life completely changed after that advice. And I decided to give Val a chance.
Damn. Fuck. I like that. I really like that. I like that.
So thank you, Iris.
Thanks, Iris. One thing about, like, when it this is piggybacking off the toxic relationship. My therapist also told me it's like, honestly, because I'm working on it. When it comes to like being emotionally unavailable and everything like that to other people because of a prior experience, you know, because you don't want to get your heart broken again. And I remember my therapist told me that you're gonna get your heart broken, and that's inevitable, and that's life. But you have to be completely and like trust yourself enough to know that you're gonna get through the heartbreak. It's not about if you're gonna get the heartbreak or not. It's about knowing that will be okay. Like, you trust yourself to get through. So.
That's good. That's good advice.
Damn,
we getting deep. Why do we always think that we're gonna have like a fun and lighthearted episode? Y aquí estamos. En nuestro feels.
What is the best way of taking care of your inner child?
Hey, nuestros amigos quieren que we go deep all the time.
You guys want us to cry.
Yeah. Say that one more time.
Okay. What is the best way of taking care of your inner child?
The best way of taking care of your inner child. Damn. I feel like this is just that's another one we can go down a rabbit hole.
Because we also passed the other one, remember?
Yeah. Do you want to come back to this one? Like, I really gotta simmer. I gotta, like, sit down and really think about it.
I'm screenshotting it. It could be a good potty. Potty.
Hey, we might make an episode of that.
Honestly. Okay, I already opened the next one, and it said my name, and I saw it.
Edith, how do you travel solo? Any tips?
It's honestly.
Why did I hold the weird hello?
Yeah, you're like this. Any tips?
I was holding. If you're watching this on YouTube, why was I holding the phone hella weird? I was like, hey, me está llegando el tequila.
¿Desde cuándo, bro?
The 4 shots.
¿Desde cuándo?
A ver, eat it.
Honestly, if the first time is probably the scariest time because you don't know what to expect and everything. I would say for your first solo trip, if you never travel solo, go somewhere where you're familiar, even if it's close by. So, like, let's say it's, for example, like Cali or something, like LA or something like that, like somewhere close by where you already kind of know the area and you'll be okay. But that's basically, and then from there, agárrate, porque
what about any
honestly,
tips?
Yeah, tips? Like, what kind of tips?
Like, what's something that you do when you solo travel?
Well, it depends on each person, because I feel like every person has different, like, likes. I'm really into museums and tours and knowing about the cities I go to. So whenever I go, I book certain things to, like, match my itinerary to, like, do those kind of stuff. Especially when you do tours, hop on, hop off buses. Almost all big cities have them. Like, it's really easy to get to all the touristy places and get to know.
Okay. So as someone, I haven't done a solo trip, but as someone who listens to a lot of true crime podcasts, what are some safety, like, tips you would give our friends? Like, for example, like, making sure that somebody has your location at all fucking times, right?
Oh yeah, that's without a doubt. My I have 2 location apps. So I have, like, of course, the one that iPhone.
Find My iPhone.
Yeah, and then I have another one, Life 360.
I fucking love Life 360.
Yeah, my mom loves that shit. So I have it with my sisters and my mom, and just in case of anything. Whenever I'm going out somewhere, like, I'll text my mom real quick, I'm gonna go out to this place. Or, like, I let my mom know, like, my itinerary, or my sister, to know what the fuck I'm gonna be doing. Or where I'm gonna be at. Other than that, it's being very vigilant. I rarely, like, to be completely honest, I don't drink that much when I go on solo trips. Because
what about when you're, like, in your room?
In my room. Oh, like, I drink. In my room, I drink. But when it comes to in my room, you just this is me, bro. I be, like, going through my fucking shit, making sure that there's no cameras. I'm fucking paranoid like that. Yeah. And then.
No, it's good.
Yeah. And most of the hotels that I stay on have like, a lot of locks type thing. Not in
But do you have, like, the extra locks that you can buy, like, on Amazon?
Yeah, you have the extra lock, but a mí la verdad siempre se me olvida. I usually book somewhere that que está más, like, centralized to wherever I'm gonna, like, be going. And this is the bougie side of me. I like to stay in a really good, nice hotels, like, if I'm doing solo, because I just feel like I don't know.
Safer.
Especially around the area that I'm picking.
And also, like, before you go, like, maybe to a museum or out to eat, do you let your family know, like, hey, voy a ir a comer, like, ahorita. Like, you making sure that everybody knows your location at all times.
Everybody knows my location at all times in case something happens and fucking go missing.
Oh, well, you did say that you give your parents your itinerary, right? Okay, so that's good.
And then from there, it's being very vigilant to try not to fucking drink. Like I said, I don't get drunk or anything.
Or take, like, drinks from strangers.
Yeah, take drinks from strangers.
I mean, you shouldn't be taking drinks from strangers anyways.
At all. When I go on solo trips, it's literally just for me. So it's more so, like, to be in my solitude and just kind of, like... So I rarely, like, go out and try to socialize. It's more so a me thing. So, yeah.
What do you do for transportation?
Uber everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
And now Uber has done it to where, like, whenever I take an Uber, like, I share the
Uber ride with somebody?
With my mom, yeah. Okay. And she could see and track me.
That's good.
So
I like that.
I don't know. Just being very vigilant, trying to know where you're going. That's basically it.
That's good.
Y si algo pasa, pues... It's because the thing about it, you can't do... Because I think when you go on, like, on a road trip or something like that, you take your car, it's easier to bring maybe something, you know, to protect you. But when you go on a plane, which is where I travel the most, I can't. Their TSA is going to be like, bitch.
Or maybe, I don't know if you thought about this, or maybe on your future solo trips, like, have you thought about, like, once you land somewhere, like, going and getting, like, a pepper spray or something? Like...
I could.
Like at a convenience store or something.
But it's just like también, like whenever I travel solo, tampoco, I usually do everything during the day.
Okay.
And I fucking sleep.
Okay.
I'm not the one that's going out clubbing. I try not to do none of that because I'm not with somebody. And just in case somebody slips something in my drink, even though I'm not like drinking alcohol, but like my water.
Yeah, that's true.
So, yeah.
Good tips.
Damn.
A ver.
Vamos al próximo.
How many more do we got left? Oh, shit.
What time are we on?
We're at like 51 minutes.
Okay, I guess that
we got like 10 more minutes.
We're gonna have to take it to the
second.
Yeah. Okay. So let's go. Boundaries. Boundaries you set for yourself when in a relationship? Angel.
Boundaries you set for yourself when in a relationship? I think, man, I gotta really think about this one.
Do you want to screenshot it? And
yeah, I feel like
you guys are asking us deep ass questions. I should have read these questions before.
Yeah, we should have filtered through these because, first of all, okay, the first time we did the Q&A,
we got some fucking funny ass.
We got like people asking us if we suck toes and eat ass, like. Y ahora, es que yo creo que ya nos conocen un poquito.
You guys want to make us cry.
Yeah, nos quieren hacer llorar.
I screenshotted it so that one we could probably take it. I feel like it ties with one of the previous ones we just
Yeah. Let's go back to that one.
Oh, this one's a long one. Okay. Is it just me or do you both also enjoy just...
¿Qué?
Okay. All right. Sorry, just had to read it.
Non-tendations.
No, es que lo tenía que leer primero. Is it just me, or do you both also enjoy disturbing your close guy friends or significant others with TMI about a woman's body? Como cuando nos da chorrillo or when an atomic bomb finna come through cause you ate good.
God damn! That was so specific.
I think with my, like... What do you... You're the one that has a significant other.
Okay. Explain it again, the question.
Like she said, is it just me or do both of you also enjoy disturbing your close guy friends or significant others with TMI things about being a woman?
Okay, so it's not that I like disturbing him with it. I feel more like I'm doing the common courtesy of warning him. Like
when I used to because right now like I kind of distance myself from a lot of people, but I used to have like really close guy friends, you know, or friends with benefits too, that I used to like kind of like do that too. I used to tell them TMI fucking shit and they'd be okay with it.
Well, if we're talking about like
they'd be laughing,
like you blew up the bathroom, like I'm gonna give him the common courtesy of letting him know like you don't want to go in there.
Yeah. Like bro, like
or I'd be like
that shit. Me comí frijoles, bro.
Yeah.
Cuídate.
Or like, si vamos a dormir calentito, like, I'll let you know.
Voy a andar pedorreando.
But like, if it's like, But it honestly, like, for example, like, if I get my period or something, or, like, honestly, that's not even, I don't even see that as a TMI, because I see it as
every man should know.
It's a natural thing that a woman goes through, and, like, I've let her know, I'll be like, fuck, like, I got my period, like, I have hella cramps, and, like, to us, it's, like, normal, like, it's not weird.
Yeah, I've never felt weird.
When
it comes to, like, oh, shit, like, I'm blowing up well, it really depends. Like I said, good guy friends, I really don't give a fuck, you know? Mm-hmm. But when it came to, like, maybe a sneaky link, I'd be like, shit. ¿Cómo le?
Pero, hey, con los cerillos.
Grabbing his perfume. No.
No, honestly, even with a friend, like, I think I've, like, accidentally farted, and I think I farted in front of you once, and I'd be like, oh shit, girl, I'm so sorry, like, that should just slip out.
I'm like, it's cool, I fart all the time.
Okay, next question. Girl, it ain't an episode if we're not hitting our mics.
Yeah. Pobres los que están oyendo en nomás que están oyendo en Spotify.
Yeah, or who have their, like, headphones on.
Yeah, they're like, estos.
Okay. Goddamn. Okay, another long one. Had to come back for a number 2. But y'all ever sit too long on the toilet being on your phone que se les duermen los pies y luego sienten como que hormiguitas? Because that's literally me right now.
Is this Iris?
Goddamn. No, I don't know if my sister texts like that. But
yes. Sometimes se pasa el tiempo, bro. Y estás en TikTok.
Yeah, you be like scrolling.
Next thing you know, you gotta get up and do your thing, and then you fucking almost fall because your legs are hella dead asleep.
It almost hurts to, like, reach and wipe. Like,
y ya no quieres caminar y no sabes qué hacer. Yeah, I know the struggle. Guilty pleasure song and movie.
Guilty pleasure song and movie. Okay, guilty pleasure. I love reading contemporary romance.
Guilty pleasure song and movie.
Oh, yo pensé que, like, in general.
Guilty pleasure song.
And
guilty
movie.
pleasure
okay. I thought we were talking about guilty pleasure.
Guilty pleasure movies. I'll tell you that this is gonna like, they're so fucking. I wouldn't call it a guilty. Does it have to be, like, kind of raunchy type shit?
No, it's just a guilty pleasure.
I fucking love, like, I could rewatch the Harry Potter movies. It's just, like...
That's your guilty pleasure?
All the fucking time.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just, like, I could fall asleep to them. Mm-hmm.
What about song?
I like the baby making songs a lot. Like, baby making songs, like, really smooth R&B, like...
I was like, hold on, what you talking about?
Bump and grind type shit.
Okay. Mm-hmm. That's your guilty pleasure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have a guilty pleasure. Maybe, like, the La Reina del Flow soundtrack. Girl. Like, I don't know if people
think... Has Angel on a chokehold.
Yeah, like, I don't know if people think that's corny, but, like, I love singing. Like, for example, like, if you guys... for anybody who's watched La Reina del Flow or Queen of the Flow, same show. The one song, Reflejo, girl... That's my song right there. Like, I'll be like in my feels.
What about movie?
Película.
I also like a lot of movies. I didn't really like the 50 Shades of Grey movies.
You didn't?
No, because I read the books like 5 times.
Yeah.
So fucking
God damn.
I like
and them. Honestly, like, if you really think about it, 50 Shades of Grey wasn't even like...
No, it's not. It's
compared to the shit I read.
No, not compared to... What am I reading right now? Dungeon of Dragons. I was gonna say.
No, you're reading Den of Vipers.
Den of Vipers.
That shit is raunchy as fuck.
I'm just like, you gotta... Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I feel like 50 Shades of Grey is just like... It was my first, like, kind of like...
Contemporary romance
book, and I just...
Okay.
Just like,
but for movies, okay, I think, like, my guilty pleasure and, like, I have to say is, and I don't know why I like these movies, but I like the Twilight movies.
Oh, Twilight movies.
Like,
they hit, especially in the fall, cuando está poquito lloviendo.
Yeah. And it's like weird. It's like, you think, like, the Twilight movies, whatever. Or, like, people make fun of, like, what's her name? Kristen Bell? Like,
the first movie is horrible, bro, but I still watch it.
Yeah, me too. Like, I be feeling them vampire movies.
Yes, like, damn.
Okay, next question.
¿Cuánto tiempo llevamos, Ángel?
It's about to be an hour, but...
Okay.
Yeah, no, we'll be fine. We'll do a few more minutes. Where would be your future home destination?
Home? Like,
yeah.
HOME?
Yeah.
Not Vegas.
Yeah, casa. Casa. Tu hogar.
Not Vegas. I just don't see myself living here forever. I don't know.
Girl, we gonna have to coordinate something and we gonna keep up with the potty.
I know.
The potty waddy.
The potty waddy 3000.
The potty waddy for the hotties.
Yeah. I'm gonna, don't worry, I'll fly out or anything, like wherever you go.
Future home destination. For sure. So me and Val really want un ranchito. And by ranchito, I mean like a lot of land. Like queremos, like we don't want to fucking see our next door neighbors.
Pero,
type shit.
¿Se imaginan viviendo aquí en Las Vegas?
Whether it's here or fucking wherever.
As long as it's a ranchito type.
Yeah, like we want a lot of land in the sense of like, I don't want to hear my next door neighbors like when I'm chilling watching TV type shit. Like I don't even want to see them, first of all. Like I don't want to see my next door neighbors. Like así de tanto land queremos. Yeah. Where like we have our private driveway, you know, and like
I like that. That's really nice.
Like very private. Like si queremos jalar la banda, like
podemos jalar la banda.
Yeah, like nobody's gonna call fucking cops on us type shit.
I'm a little bit more like I love that.
But you're so city girl vibes.
I'm also city girl vibes. Like if you give me like the fucking best like apartment view to New York, like fucking hella high.
Oh my god, girl!
City view, like,
yes. I feel like I'm a walking contradiction porque quiero mi ranchito with Val, but at the same time, if you give me like a city loft with an open floor plan
and with the exposed brick,
yes. That kind of like yes. What is it that like modern
industrial
modern industrial looks? Yes. Beautiful. Love it. Beautiful.
I have a coffee shop. I have everything like I could walk to and
the kind of place you don't have kids at.
Yeah. No. Exactly. The kind of place you don't have kids at. But yeah, it'd be like a major city.
Pero no sé. Like sometimes I'd be thinking like fuck, like I kind of want to go to Texas. Because I guess sí tienen mucho land. And so that's why, like...
jalan la banda cuando quieran. Amigos de Texas, invítenme cuando tengan party.
Yeah. All our Texas friends invite us over.
We'll go.
Les gusta el puro pinche party.
Puro pinche party. Okay. Not a question. I just want to let you girls know I love your podcast. When I tell y'all today's episode had me bawling my eyes out. Aww, thank you so much. I love bawling too.
Yeah, I love it when people let us know how they feel.
We appreciate it so much.
Yeah. All right. Next one. Favorite store for clothes and shoes?
No chingo.
Okay, this one's easy for me because I shop at the same places. Every time I post like a little outfit selfie or whatever, everybody's always asking, and I give them the same answer.
Go.
Fashion Nova.
Okay.
And Torrid.
Okay.
I'm still a little afraid to shop from Shein because I'm a big girl and like no sé cómo van a quedar.
I mean like Shein, like every time I order nunca me ha quedado nada, so like everything's just no. For me has to be
and Torrid too. I love for the shoes. Like, because Torrid has wide width and I have wide feet. So I love the shoes from Torrid because they're cute and they're like, they fit me perfect. Yeah. I'm also very careful about that, like wide width.
And everything like that. For me, it's probably like Zara. I love Zara. H&M is also a really good one. ASOS. And honestly, if I could like, I like really small businesses.
But you also get stuff from Amazon too, right?
And I have fucking Amazon all the time. That's like, they come in clutch. But yeah.
I've gotten stuff from Amazon too. And the thing about Amazon is that like...
Abercrombie, 100%.
What? Do they carry big girl sizes?
Yeah.
Because nunca
I told you about the jeans, bro.
It's because...
Chef's kiss.
Okay, but I love jeans from Torrid. They also have the tummy control.
Yeah.
So I love that about Torrid jeans. And they're like good quality. Yes, they're expensive, but I also wait for sales. Yeah. And I also get like little credits and shit.
You're like, I'm ready.
But never have I ever been disappointed from Torrid jeans.
Yeah. I mean, I've never been disappointed from Abercrombie jeans.
I'm going to have to give them a try.
They're an investment, but I think they're... I don't know. I've been really liking Abercrombie. Oh, but yeah, I also like support small like Latino-owned businesses.
Mm-hmm.
Like this one, the shirt with the little.
Where'd you get that one from?
It's called La Potosina.
I never heard of it.
La Potosina Western Wear. It's a small,
Uh-huh.
a small online business. And then like Ghetto Rodeo. Fuck, I love Ghetto Rodeo.
Sí me has dicho.
I love Ghetto Rodeo. Nomás que está un poquito más carito, but.
Yeah.
Okay. What is your opinion on Latino culture accepting toxic family members and forcing one to talk to them because they are family?
Well, first of all, let me just start with I'm grateful that my mom has never really forced me to talk to anybody that I didn't want to talk to. My mom, I feel like my mom, in a sense, has kind of broken away from like that toxicity. Like, yes, my mom still kind of like, you see it come out in her sometimes, but I feel like my mom has evolved con los tiempos. I feel like my mom has evolved, and she's, like I said, she's been a little bit more hands-off, a little more liberal compared to a lot of like Latino parents. Yeah. And so my mom has never forced me to talk to a family member that I didn't want to talk to. Al contrario, she'll be like, you do what you gotta do. Like,
that must be nice.
When I'll be like, ay no, como me están cayendo la verga. Like, they be annoying the shit out of me. I'd be like, Mom, they're this and this and this and that, and she'll be like, you're right. She even acknowledges the toxicity, and she's even distanced herself from certain family members because of their toxicness, and she allows me and my sister to make our decision not to talk to people, and she fully supports it. So I personally can't relate to it, but Edith, what about you?
Let me tell you, my Mexican, I love my parents because they're like, they've evolved in certain places, but this is one of the places that we've had the most issues with, you know, coming together to like, you know, whenever we talk about this, is my parents have the mindset that, especially my dad, my mom is like a little bit more like, okay, I understand your side, but my dad's very close-minded about this. He's like, oh, like, if they didn't do anything to me, like, why am I gonna fucking, like, siempre que ser bien con la gente, siempre que saludar, like, it doesn't matter what, sangre, sangre. And I'm not like that. Like, no, you fucked me over, fuck you, I'm not even gonna acknowledge your presence. And that's one thing like, my dad does not like about me. I fully know that he does not like about me, because it's just, he has that mindset, that old, like, traditional, pues de antes, you know, que no importa lo que hagan, así de todos modos tenemos que saludar y son sangre and whatever.
Especially with your elders, do you think that they're more like, oh, tienes que respetar a, like...
That's how I was raised. Tienes que respetar when they're older than you, you know, no matter what.
No matter what.
Yeah, and my parents, yo acá de hija rebelde and everything like that, I don't do that shit. It's like, I'll respect you at first, but if you disrespect me, don't expect me to respect you. Like, the fuck? There's family members I literally could be in the same vicinity and I won't talk. I won't even acknowledge their presence because they did me wrong. Yeah. And my parents are like, we don't, like, why do you act like that? I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Like,
like they're nobody to you.
They're nobody to me.
Type shit. Yeah. I have family members that I can walk right past and not...
And that's when...
Look at them and not even give a double look. Nothing. Like
nothing.
They're a stranger to me. Yeah. They mean nothing to me.
And that's where I, like, my parents have that mindset. And that's where I set my boundary. And I'm like, okay, I know you're not going to change your mindset anytime soon, but let's agree to fucking disagree, and don't make me, like, you can't force me. And now that I'm older, you can't force me to fucking do anything that I don't want to.
So when you have those conversations with your parents where you guys disagree about that, does it, like, turn into, like, an argument type shit? Oh.
Especially between me and my dad, because, like, everybody knows that me and my dad have very much the same kind of, like, personality. So it's like when when we don't agree on something, we don't agree. Like, we be, like, throwing... Obviously not disrespectful or anything, but, like...
But you guys are both kind of, like, stubborn in a way, right?
It's like, okay. And then my mom's just in the middle, like, what the fuck? Can you guys calm down? But yeah.
I feel like I can picture your mom, like...
Like, ¿qué está pasando? But yeah, most of the time, I let it go, because my dad is more stubborn than me. Much more stubborn than me. He'll go and go and go and go. And I'm like, you know what? It's not worth it. At the end of the day, I'm not going to change my mind. You're not going to change your mind. So
Damn. Okay.
That's all.
Pero nunca te, like, have you ever felt some type of way because, like, you kind of feel like maybe your dad is, like, disappointed in you or upset with you in some type of way? ¿Nunca te ha dolido?
No. Hablando de así como de eso, like, because I'm not the way that he wants me to be. No, not that.
Okay.
Al contrario, él me crió. Like, he raised me, you know? So I'm the person he raised. He raised a very strong, independent, like, stubborn-ass woman. So it's product of his own.
Except when you gotta change the tire and do your oil change.
Yeah, eso soy princess treatment. Pero, princess treatment. Pero, yeah, like, I think he just kind of accepts it.
Yeah. Yeah. I me imagino that, like, maybe for some other people it's not as easy to kind of stand up to their parents.
But then again, like, me and my parents have a really good relationship. So we're like, it's like, okay, we'll fight, but it's not gonna last so long.
Yeah.
Like, we still get along really good.
Yeah.
I could imagine, like, it being really bad for the people who don't have a good relationships to start off with the parents.
That's true.
So, yeah. Dang.
Next question. And I think maybe we should make this one the last one.
Okay.
And then we'll do the part 2.
Yeah, we'll do the part 2 on First Friday. Go.
Okay, maybe we can have time for another one.
A ver.
Okay, do you girls like sports? If so, what are your favorite teams?
Fun fact. Tell them the fun fact.
What's the fun fact?
Damn. I think I understood it wrong. But fun fact. Me and Angel used to play sport together.
Oh yeah, we used. Pero this is saying. I mean,
what sports we like, right?
Yeah.
So we used to play soccer together. Do you still like soccer?
I mean, I can watch it, but I won't play it.
No.
I'm traumatized. I'm traumatized. Yeah.
I'm traumatized for you.
Yeah. We did used to. So me and Edith actually were on a soccer team together. What position did you play? Were you a mid?
Yeah, it's something like that.
I think you're a midfielder. I don't know, but I played
Era tantos tiempos, tantos años.
I was a defense. I played defense.
I think I altered.
No, you also played defense with me.
Yeah.
You did mid and you played mid and defense.
Yeah.
So we were on a soccer team together, and actually during one of our practices on the field we were playing on, there was like, it was an uneven field, and I stepped in a hole that you didn't know it was a hole because of the grass. So I stepped in the hole and my foot got stuck and I fell backwards and I basically like fell on my leg. So basically what happened was it fractured my leg and it knocked out my ankle. So my ankle was dislocated and I had to get surgery. Like, like 2 days later, I was in fucking surgery, and I was in a cast, and it was this whole fucking ordeal, and now I have 3 screws in my leg.
And now she knows when it's gonna rain because it starts hurting.
Yeah, and now when it's a little cold, I feel it in my ankle, in my cankle. So that shit healed, and if you look at my ankles, one of my ankles is a little fatter than the other one, and Val always, like, clowns on me, and he'll be like, shut up with your cankle ass.
I fucking can't.
But no, like, overall, I'm not a sports person. I do like baseball.
I like baseball.
We went to go watch the Dodgers together. I do enjoy, but I wouldn't say like I'm a hardcore Dodgers fan, like ride or die type shit. But like, I like the Dodgers. There's a lot of Latinos on there. And I'm supportive.
Oh, them Dodger guys.
I'm a
when they have the Dodger jersey.
But like I'll watch sports like with my husband and stuff, pero like para decir que tengo un team, no tengo.
Yeah, for me it's baseball and it's the Dodgers. But other than that, I don't really watch anything else.
Yeah.
I used to watch basketball and it was Lakers, but
it's like whatever.
It's like whatever's, yeah. It's like when it comes to soccer, I can't really get that into it. I don't know. It's like cool. Like my dad always has it on because my dad's a huge soccer fan. Mm-hmm. Chivas all the fucking way. Like ride or die Chivas fan. Like that's
yeah,
it.
Bro, that's Val. Val loves Chivas, but he'll be like, Yeah, even if they fucking suck.
Yeah,
but Chivas.
Yes, that's my dad. I don't care, Chivas. So I kind of grew up in that, and so it's kind of like in the background.
Yeah.
But
I can get into it, or like for example, even like my nephew. My nephew plays baseball, and girl, I've gone to some of my nephew's games. I'll be like fucking anxiety attack, like on the fucking bleachers, because I'll be like, fuck, that little kid needs to get his shit together. Dude,
while you over here hella resting,
hella trying to beat up some of the kids, because I'll be like, that little kid's an asshole.
Fucking kids. Oh my god.
Okay, should we do one more question?
One more question?
Yeah.
Okay. Damn. Where do you see yourself in 2 years? No me veo ni mañana, bro. ¿Qué voy a hacer mañana? No sé. A lo mejor I'll show up to work. I might not. I don't know.
Okay, in 2 years, quick, off the bat, like, where do you see yourself in 2 years?
Like 2 years, what is it? 25?
Yeah.
25, right?
2025.
Graduated already. Probably in a very different job. Podcast.
Wait, do you see yourself in a job at all?
No, not really. Honestly, I want to see, like I told you, my energy is going to this podcast. I want to see where the fuck it takes us.
So, I agree with you. I feel like in 2 years, I can see myself doing the podcast and like other projects, whether together or apart. Like I see me doing other projects in the podcast full time.
Yeah.
I do see myself in a different home, actually.
Me too.
Con más, a little more land and
a little privacy.
Privacy. I don't have to see them little fucking kids. I see myself in my Jeep, because I really want a Jeep.
Yes.
Damn, and I see myself as a gym baddie.
I love that. I see myself there. Yeah, like fully like doing like potty other stuff and shit like that. Obviously in my own like separate space, because right now I live with my parents. It's temporary, but you know, like I feel like I'll be like good. I don't know where, honestly. But depending on like the podcast has a lot to do with where I end up moving, you know. Like who knows, I might end up moving out of state or something, and I have to fly in every like 2 weeks to fucking film or something. I don't know, we'll see. But I definitely don't see myself in a normal job, like, you know, like a normal graduated for sure.
Yeah, I for sure see us doing more like entrepreneurial, like shit, like
traveling.
Yeah, traveling.
Yeah, living life.
Yeah, living life.
Si Dios nos da permiso de llegar a otros 2 años.
Yeah. All right, so we actually still have quite a few questions to get through,
guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have quite a few questions to get through, but if you guys didn't hear your question answered, listen to our part 2 for our first Friday episode. Yeah. Good thing is you don't have to wait a whole last week. You just gotta wait like 4 or 5 days.
Yeah, a couple days. Nomás esperen y ahí pueden oír lo demás.
Yeah. So we're gonna do the part 2 for the first Friday episode, and for the people who we didn't answer your question, I promise we'll get to it. Maybe it might be the next episode. Yeah. Because I really, like I said, I want to give you
really good topics.
Yeah, they're really good topics, and I want to give you a good answer.
Yeah. We want to go in there.
Pero ahí los dejamos, chicos, and
no se olviden to like, comment, subscribe if you're listening on YouTube. If you're listening on Apple Podcast. I mean, if you're watching us on YouTube. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, you know what? I've never said this, but if you guys want to go ahead and leave like a review, that'll be awesome too.
Oh, for real, yeah. Give us
like, that helps us.
Give us a little 5-star.
Yeah.
A little 5-star. Y si no es un 5-star, go comment.
If that's a 5-star, yeah. Go comment on our YouTube.
Go comment on YouTube or IG.
Don't leave anything. Por favor.
Por favor.
DM us.
DM us.
But yeah, make sure to follow us on IG, because that's where we're the most interactive with, you know.
Yeah, even like on TikTok, like sometimes like it's hard.
It gets overwhelming. Guys.
It gets overwhelming because I see like sometimes we get hella more comments, we get hella more like interaction from. Well, we get a lot more people like. ¿Cómo se dice?
That engage.
Yeah, that are engaged with us, and so sometimes like we'll kind of like we won't see the comment or we won't see whatever.
Because it's so many.
It's so much like, coming in sometimes, but yeah.
But Instagram, we try our best to like look at everything DMs for sure. You know, like I don't know. And you get to participate in shit like this, you know?
Exactly.
Like, give us questions and shit like that.
Yeah.
Pero ya los dejamos because we're going to continue this on First Friday's episode.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, anyways, have a fabulous rest of your week, and we will see you guys on Friday.
Okay, besitos.
Besitos.
Bye.
Adios. Bye.